Hi there, it's Dr. Chuck from mybackloop.com. In this longer but informative video, I'm going to cover the 5 main steps of walking correctly and their influence on your posture, flexibility, and spinal health. The second most important thing we do is to walk. And if you're going to walk, we should walk correctly. After our parents help us take those initial steps, no one knows what to do after that because no one's been taught. Walking is extremely important because it also self-corrects your spine. It also gets fluid into the discs. It improves your flexibility. So by walking correctly, you'll do other good things to your spine and you do it 24/7 because most of the time you're walking somewhere. So learn to walk, which is coming up. Continue to watch. Okay, the most important thing when we're first learning to walk are your feet and your heels. So you want to walk kind of like an airplane. You want to have that heel hit the ground like the rear tires on an airplane, and then your front landing gear comes down softly and lands, and you push with your toes. Key part, push with your toes. Understand that the toes, when they're engaged in the way you walk, they turn muscles on and they turn muscles off. And that's the way it's supposed to be when you walk. Certain muscles obviously are working and some are not working when your position of your body changes when you walk. So the toes are vitally important. And all we have to do is think of that 6-year-old who walks with a little bit of a spring to their step, and then the 60-year-old who shuffles into the room. Big difference. So I want to show you that again. And what I want you to pay attention to is, does my head move up and down when I walk? And you should feel this when you walk. So if you're walking correctly, you should feel that go up and down. If you're walking poorly and not engaging your toes, not only will you feel your feet really not get involved, but you won't feel the head go up and down. So I'm going to show you that right now. So as I walk correctly, I push with my toes, and you can see my head go up and down. Opposite, I'm going to walk with a short stride. And my head doesn't move. So you want to pay attention to the spring. Now first when you start, you're going to over-exaggerate. But you're going to tone it down to fit yourself. But you still have to feel that motion. So you're going to, first of all, spring to your step. And you should see your head go up and down. That's how you want to walk when you're walking correctly. Engage those feet. The second most important factor is that long stride. The long stride is key in exercising your glutes in the back and your abdominals in the front. And if you don't feel the contraction in the glutes, it's because your legs are too far apart. So bring your legs together. So if you put your hands on your glutes, on the lower glutes, and you purposely walk with a short stride, almost shuffling, you'll feel very, very little contraction of that muscle. That muscle depends on a long stride. So as we lengthen our stride, you'll feel that muscle contract right below your fingers or right under your fingers. That's the stride length that you want to use when you walk. You don't want to overstride. You just want a stride length to match the contraction under your fingers. So short stride, no contraction. Stride's too short, which is what most people do. They almost walk lazy. You want to walk with a long enough stride where you feel that glute contract. That's the stride you're looking for. It's key to so many things. Because when you walk with that long stride, you strengthen those glutes. That's the main exercise to strengthen glutes, is to walk correctly and with a long stride. The next big part, legs. How far apart are they? You'll see a lot of people that walk like this. Their legs are too far apart. Oftentimes, they'll have weakness here, overcontraction on the IT bands, and their legs will be apart. So they'll walk like this, almost like a gunslinger. You want to try to avoid that. The other people we have are the penguins and the ducks. They walk like this. Obviously, they can't run very fast because of the way they're rolling on their feet. Or at least they're not very efficient runners. What we're looking for is legs relatively close together, walking like this. Most people move their arms and they think they're moving their shoulders. If you put your hands in your pockets, that's moving your shoulders. So the right shoulder should go forward when the left leg goes forward. It's called cross crawl. One of the easiest ways to develop this is to put your hands in your pockets. So if you put your hands in your pockets and you walk, you force this shoulder forward, and now again you look a little goofy when you first start, but it's okay. Once you get the hang of it, you'll tone it back a bit and you'll have a really good walking style. So exaggerating first, and then bringing it back to something that's comfortable for you. So if I take my hands out of my pockets, you'll see that I just do this, just natural. Just move your shoulders just a little bit. So you're generating that pivoting within the spine, getting the nutrients to the discs, and facilitating health in those discs rather than letting them stay stagnant and then they get degeneration in there. The final point is focusing on a point in the horizon. Don't look at your feet when you walk. Focus on the horizon and just focus on your technique. So quick summary, push with your toes. You should feel your head go up and down. Second one, long enough stride, you feel your glutes contract. Legs close together. Move your shoulders opposite your legs. Focus on the distant horizon. Those are the 5 key points to walking correctly. You need to learn them because they'll help you get healthier. Thanks for watching. We know these exercises will help you. We hope you will like us and comment on our videos as you send them to your friends. You deserve to feel good.